Okay, good.
What it do, what it do, what it do, good people, coming to you live from Tez TV 410. I'm your host, Tez Dean. Before we get started, I need you to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Again, like, share, subscribe to the channel. People, we got a good one in store, Baltimore. Yes, indeed, we got a good one in store. I'm excited. I feel like I'm about to play a game right now. Hey, King, can you speak your name?
Andre Tyree Miles.
There we go. There we go. Now, can you tell the people where you from?
Yes, originally, I'm from Turner Station. I migrated to East Baltimore, Landville, and Carolina when I was like 7 years old. And in East Baltimore, that's where I started playing basketball, the game of basketball.
Now was basketball your only sport that you played?
No, sir. My first love was baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball was my first love.
Now they say you was fast. Now, so what position did you play in baseball?
Shortstop. Decision-making. I was always in a decision-making position. I played shortstop and I also pitched.
Ooh. Was you good or was you okay?
I was good.
All right. Well,
I was good.
Now, as far as baseball, what baseball record did you play for?
I played for Liberty.
Liberty.
Okay, we started with was fast pitch.
Okay.
Fast pitch, softball.
Okay.
Now I played there all my younger years and also played with, I was like 15 years old and played with the bar league.
Okay.
And the bar league, what we had done was played on Sunday mornings.
Sunday mornings.
That was, are you familiar with 19th hole, Red's Lounge, Black Satin, and so that's what we used to do on Sunday mornings. And what they used to do was bet. I was like 15 years old, playing with grown men. So I don't know. I don't know if that's good or not. But
man, what elementary school and middle school did you attend? Okay,
in East Baltimore, I attend School 20.
Okay.
School 20 was located on Eden and Landville Street. I was there until that busing came to play. Then I went to 25, which was on Fleet Street.
Okay.
So from the first to the third grade, I was at 20, School 20. From the fourth grade, I was down 25.
Okay.
Now, in 1965, my mother said she wanted to move on up.
Okay.
We was originally on Landville in Carolina, right?
Yeah.
So what we did, my mother went over to Forest Park, Main Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Big mansion houses, 6 bedrooms with a pear tree in the back, sickle pear, matter of fact. Ooh. Now, when you come from East Baltimore, you ain't never seen no grass.
Yeah.
So we had a lawn.
Man.
Now once I got over there, things changed drastically because the recreation center was up the street from me.
Okay. Now, tell the people a little bit how important that the recreation center was to you at that time.
Oh, very, very important. That was our outlet. I mean, we had nowhere else to go but to the recreation centers. And it wasn't all these detours and challenges is today. Right. When you see a cat, my thing was, as soon as I come home from school, I'm going straight to the rec.
Yeah.
Then the rec would close at 6, so it was very important. That was our after school activity. Nowhere else to go but to the rec.
Now, at the rec, right?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all have that's where y'all started y'all basketball, the basketball team, or did you go play with Madison, Oliver?
No. What happened was, I got my first championship at Madison. I was like 10 and under, I guess.
But see, I want to know the story going up to Madison. Because we going there, we going to Madison. We want to know the story going up to Madison.
See now, going up to Madison, it's very vague for real, because I was rather young. I go down the hill, play with these guys. Matter of fact, William Wells was my first championship basketball coach. Are you familiar with William Wells?
Yeah, Coach Wells. Yeah, we gonna get him.
Yes,
Get
sir.
him on here.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that was my journey. It was a short journey for Madison for me. And because we moved over to East Baltimore, we moved from East Baltimore when I was in the 5th grade.
Okay.
So my basic training was, I got my fundamentals at Madison, but my more training came west.
Okay. Now talk to the people there, because we got a lot of West Baltimore over here. We got a lot of West Baltimore that's gonna be watching this interview. Tell the people a little bit. Tell people, because now you're getting older. You playing over.
Yeah.
You playing on both sides of the town. But
pretty much. Yes, I am.
But
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I like because we're gonna get to the high school part, right?
Okay.
But the competition that y'all had, because what I'm reading, and I'm like, this East and West. Can you tell people a little bit about them summer bumps?
Oh,
them BNBLs.
Them summer bumps. Oh yeah. See, that was a tough one, right? Now for me, going to Rutland, I used to go to Rutland Recreation Center as well, and Oliver, and 250, and wherever the ball was bouncing, I was there for the rec. Let's get it in, baby. And taking no names. I didn't care who you was. You know what I mean? So, but I played a lot in West Baltimore. Well, I played both sides. Like you say, it's East and West. But the organized of teams, I was more West.
Okay.
Now in the competition, I don't know who was who, because it didn't matter to me.
Right.
I ain't take no names. I don't care who he was. You might have got 20 yesterday, but you won't get it today.
Yeah.
That was my attitude.
See, Baltimore. See, that's what I love. That's in all of us. Like, regardless, I said, it's not a fight. I said back then, it's like, you look at it, it's not a fight, but it is a fight. Like, oh, we coming over here. We got that mentality that, it's on. It's on. It's on. Now,
absolutely, it's on, because East Baltimore has always got the reputation. It was all this and all that. So you have to. It's called respect too. So you got to earn your respect. That if we don't win the game, but you're gonna know I was there.
Yes.
So that gave me another avenue to move anywhere I want to go in East Baltimore or West Baltimore.
Right.
You know that ball. Let me share this with you. That ball is round. Right? No beginning, no ending. Right. But it creates such a love that we have and bond with each other. Without that ball, I'm gonna get back. Without that ball, we would have been very well separated, as you know.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So when we talking about that, we was grinding. No matter who you was, that's it.
Let's go get it.
We're gonna get it in. So I would say middle school, right? Middle school was like, I'll go over there and go down Madison, or go to 250 and go to Oliver, and just get the competition. So wherever you went, you got better.
Yeah.
Especially with East Baltimore.
You wasn't, in order to get a name here in this city, because you have one, I done heard, in order for you to get one, you gotta travel. Or you gonna get that label of, he all right, but he don't play nobody, or he don't leave his neighborhood. You'll hear that. So
yeah.
And I tell my son, I said, y'all, I said, I don't like to sound ancient. I said, but one thing about Baltimore, the basketball is so rich here. I said, in the summertime, you proving yourself. And in the wintertime, when it's time to come back to school, you showing everybody that didn't see you in the summertime what you learned in the summertime. And you still making a statement like, oh, this is what it's going to be. Now, let me ask you this, because you attended Northwestern. Now, was there any other schools you was thinking about going to?
Oh man, look, I was like confused. Okay, where you want to go? Now, I went to Pimlico Middle School, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, junior high school.
Okay,
So,
that's my fault. I'm getting ahead. I'm getting ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So the junior high thing, we went to school. I would go early to go to school, play a game, play basketball before I go to school. So at Pimlico, in order for you to play, you had to play. And you played against the faculty. So if you played against the faculty,
You can play.
what they say?
Yeah, you can play. Because especially the adults ain't gonna let no kids play because they really trying to play. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And mind you, I gotta tell you, I'm only 5'8".
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm only 5'8" at that time. So when you participate in that, you'll get a letter. I received a letter from middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So middle school, there we go with the BNBL move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Middle school, we would win our conference, but we couldn't get across, go over to the dome. We couldn't get across past John Eagle Howard.
Okay.
That recreation center. They was tight.
Yeah. Johnny. Yeah, they always had team.
Yeah. See, so there was Liberty and John Eagle at the end of to go over to Madison.
Okay.
But we never could get past John Eagle Howard.
Tough. Now, who was, you said, was that the only team that y'all had problems with over there?
That's the only team. We dominated everything else.
You remember
everything else was just practice.
You remember who played on that team?
Only person I remember is a guy named Doogie, who was the point guard.
Okay.
I told you I didn't want to take no names. Now he got good respect, but other than that, and of course, when we was that old, when we was that young, we respected one another.
Yeah.
So you asked me about schools, right?
Uh-huh.
So after I graduated from Pimlico,
mm-hmm.
I went to Northwestern initially. It's a 10th grade now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was I had friends over in East Baltimore, and they used to mess with me. So I transferred to Northern.
What?
But I didn't play.
So you went to that was your freshman year?
My freshman year, yes. Initially, my freshman, I went to Northwestern, but I transferred to Northwestern. No, excuse me, I'm sorry. I was at Northwestern, and I went to Northern. That's my freshman year.
Now let me ask you this. Who was y'all, why didn't you play? And what made you like, you know what? I'm transferring to Northern. Like, did y'all have a Fab Five coming in there? Like they take your middle school team, or like, what made you?
See, I'm gonna tell you about, we had a Fab 3. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about that. But anyway, I went to Northwestern, then I went to Northern.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play at Northern because my grades.
Okay.
I came in like middle of the year, and I had no grades to play. Matter of fact, I went to summer school. But the next year, I went back to Northwestern. Okay. My junior year.
Now you go back to Northwestern. Now, did the coach straight put the ball in your hand, or was it like, hold up, man, you left it like now you back? Like, what you gonna do? How was that? How was the team?
That experience was, he wasn't even familiar with me because I didn't stay that long. But what happened is I had my homeboys who I had back since '67, Larry Hockham and Luther Whitlock. Mm-hmm. They were on team. They was on the team. So they was at Northwestern. Larry Hawk was on varsity, and my man was on fresh off. Okay. So when I come back in the 10th, 11th grade, we was on shifts. Okay. So I made the team. Mm-hmm. That year we was like 9-8. 9-8. I'm about the 8th man off the bench. Mm-hmm. But that's okay. Because back in that day, they let them seniors play no matter what their level was. Right. So you just sitting, and wait till your turn. And that's a fact. So, yeah. So, of course, at summer, we also got better. We all played together. Me, Luther, and Larry always played together all our lives, more or less. Mm-hmm. So now you want me to move forward?
No, because we still in Northwestern. We still in
That's what I'm
Northwestern.
talking about.
They,
I'm talking about Northwestern.
yeah, we gotta talk about that all metro year. Because you went
Yeah,
from
yeah.
not playing high school basketball to now you all metro basketball. So yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you that one. I'm gonna get into that one. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So now, my 12th grade year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting. I'm the point.
Yeah.
I'm running all the show. I'm scoring, I'm dishing off, I'm playing defense.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what helped me with that was I ran cross country.
No, the papers say you was super quick and fast.
I ran cross country, so that helped my endurance.
Uh-huh.
Larry Harkham ran cross country, and in cross country, we was like 11-0. Oh, yeah. We was undefeated.
Yeah.
So that was an A conference, right?
Uh-huh.
So with that cross country thing, we was the first team that ever beat City in a dual meet.
And City was rocking and rolling at the time.
We rocked them too. Rocked them right to sleep. So we're gonna move on with the basketball. So now we playing this 72, 71, 72. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, let's go with that. Matter of fact, right now it's 50 years ago.
Yeah, talk to him.
50 years, this was 50 years ago on this particular time. This is basketball season.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Now, so look, we're scrimmaging. We getting it in. We scrimmage City, we scrimmage Emerson. We played Emerson. We scrimmage City, we scrimmage in Northern. Uh-huh. And these are A conference teams.
Yeah.
We sent them across town. So that let them know. So that gave us a lot of confidence. Right? You talking about George Pinchback at City. Yeah. Talking about Fred Wright at Northern.
Yeah.
All those two guys I just mentioned to you made all MSA.
Yeah. Yeah. I see the name. I got the clippings. Yeah, I got the clippings.
So we're gonna work with the first game. The first game was with Emerson. Emerson was another A conference team.
I heard they was tough.
Then we jumping. Yeah, it was the A conference. Yeah. The Coliseum is full. The gym is full, packed.
Yeah. Now hold up. What was you thinking going in? Hold up, y'all played that? Where y'all play at? First of all,
we played at Northwestern.
All right, y'all played that. All right, that day, you got Emerson. Now people starting to come in. Can you kind of remember what you were thinking? What got you going? Like what you do, if you can remember.
Let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Right, this is my mentality. I lace up the play. That's it. I'm focused on whatever it is I need to do to win this game. That was my mentality.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So my focus is I ain't worried about who's in the stand. I'm worried about who I gotta play. Mm-hmm. I gotta worry about who I gotta give it to, I'm running the show. So I have to direct and coordinate what's going on.
Hold up. So you have no superstition and nothing like that before the games?
No superstition. I was very confident in what I was doing. None. Because we were out to win. We knew we had a good team.
Okay.
So we were out there, whoever come, go and get it.
All right, now talk to us about the game. Let's get it.
Oh man, see, our game was this. See, we was the fastest. Me and like I say, Larry Harkham, he ran cross country as well as he was a track star. So if you turn your back on we press him in the corner, you turn your back, he's done. The ball is going the other way.
Yeah.
Because we played you from baseline to baseline. There wasn't no giving up.
Y'all was a nuisance. I know y'all was a nuisance. What I mean by that, if you baseline to baseline playing them fast small guards, they keep turning you. They're gonna keep turning you and keep turning you. So I know soon as he turning, boop, boop. I know. Yeah.
Well, you see, being a ball player, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how we was rolling. Exactly. So as we was rolling through the season, right? We undefeated. We ranked number 2, next to Dunbar. in the city.
Mm.
And we stayed there. So then later on, you know, man, if I get the book and show you how we was, you want the scores of these teams, I'll give you that, how we was working them.
Look, you know I want to see it. You know,
Okay, well,
you know
I'm
I
going
do.
to get this.
You know I want to see it.
Okay, well, look, I'm going to get this book right now. And how am I right now?
You good? You still clear? I can still hear you. You still everything's
Okay,
clear.
I'm clear. Okay,
Yep.
I'm going down. I'm going to expose you to this Northwestern High School yearbook, right? And I'm going to give you all the scores of that year.
Talk to us. Talk
You
to
know
us.
what I mean? So,
Talk to us.
oh yeah, in fact, I'm a Hall of Famer at Northwestern High School.
Yeah. See, y'all hear me? Listen, I told him, do not be modest on this thing. Now you know you just he's now slid that in. You know I'm a Hall of Famer. No, that's something big. That's something to brag about right there. And I know Mr. Miles ain't no brag, but I'll brag for him.
And this says the 1970 Hall of Fame. It says Andre Miles basketball. That's all I got to say about that one. But I'm gonna give you the scores of how we was rolling that year.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give you the score. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a little. Matter of fact, what they said, a little bit of that as well. Is that okay?
You know, that's cool. Come on, you got it.
Okay, look here. Okay, our first game, home, Emerson, right?
Mm-hmm.
We give them 66-51. That's 15, ain't it? Okay, look, the next week, when we doing that week, we playing Parkville, right? 103-89.
Yeah, that was a spank.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next score was Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
100-43. All right, we're gonna go travel to Mervo now. 88-67. We rolling.
Yeah, and Mervo was
All
cool
right.
too. They was all right. Well, no,
Huh?
No, I was thinking about Mervo team. They usually had one player,
Oh
one
yeah.
or two players.
You used to go against them?
Yeah. I went to Mervo my freshman year. But go ahead.
Oh, your freshman year. So we're gonna go to Andover. This was our first night game. 81-69.
81.
We're gonna work on down to Southern now. 93-67. Now we get to Douglas. Douglas was one of our arch rivals as well. They was competitive. We give them, that was a close game, 69-67. That was, you know, we slacked up or something, but they came to play. Okay, now we're gonna go to McDonough, right?
Yeah.
84-41.
Yeah.
Then this was my biggest game ever. We played Forest Park. 93-77. You know how much I give them?
How much?
I give them 29.
A little bit of everything. Was shooting, layup.
Oh, shooting, foul line, 13 for 13.
Somebody
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first half.
Yeah.
Second half, we go to Gilman, 75-43.
See?
Okay, we working with Patterson then, 110-52. Now we back at Mervo, okay? 77-59.
Yeah. Oh,
now
yeah.
we're going to Southern, 83-57. Okay, now we with Douglas. This is the second part of the season. 67-56. That's 11 points, ain't it? Yeah. Then we go to McDonough. McDonough, 83-44.
Y'all got with
This was the upset of our day. We played Forest Park, and it's the one that we lost. 76-72, Forest Park.
Now, do you remember that game?
Oh man, yeah, I remember that game very, very well. They had this guy named Tony Carter, and Tony Carter was a master. He was a monster.
Big fan or guard?
He was a forward, strong
Okay.
forward. He ain't take a look. He was an intimidating guy. And I got to tell you this one too. I got to insert this now. Well, you don't want to put no stuff in the game, but one of our players lived in Cherry Hill.
Okay.
Cherry Hill is where Tony Carter lived.
Oh.
So I ain't gonna go with that, but
yeah. Oh,
yeah, I remember
man.
that game. We weren't on track that game.
Man, he was already
on track.
intimidated. Y'all supposed to switch. Y'all supposed to switch up on the switch the defensive assignment or something.
You're right. See, you know that we should have had a different. The coach should identify that and had someone else to play him, but it didn't. But anyway, we lost that one. So next week we went to Gilman, 73-49.
Mm-hmm.
And the last game of the season was Patterson, which was 87-57.
Y'all was balling. Y'all balled out from one year to the next. That was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Our season that year before was 9-8.
Yeah.
We come back with 17-1.
And not only that, you made the Hall of Fame. Now you was eighth man your junior year, seventh man your junior year.
Yeah.
Come back your senior year, start the whole thing, switch out. Y'all lose one game. You make all Metro. Man, all right. Now, man, that's kudos. Now let me ask you this: before now the school year over, it's time to pick a college.
Oh man, this was the move with the college move. I gotta tell you. Now the cool with the school, the move with the college, right?
Mm-hmm.
But junior college was recruiting everybody. Everybody on that team, on that team, went to college.
That's
all
impressive.
The seniors. So all of them went to college. Larry went to Eastern Shore. A guy named Broughton Wheat went to Morgan. Luther and I went to Coppin.
Mm-hmm.
Coppin. This is my story about the college. Now, Mr. Phipps, he was a coach at CCB.
Okay.
So he coached me. He recruited me at CCB. So I went to CCB. I went to CCB initially.
Okay.
However, I had a mentor. His name was Douglas Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Douglas Robinson was our coach through the BNBL and all that. He coached me. And I used to admire the way he played.
Okay.
But he was at Coppin. So what he did, he told me to come down to Coppin. So I went to Coppin.
That was yeah.
Now, so my man get me a Coppin, right?
Uh-huh.
So now I'm down at Coppin. And I don't know, we playing, we going to practice. We got these guys from DC and Philly or wherever they from. It didn't make no difference, but so, it didn't make no difference because then, right, I went to Coppin, and the first of my freshman year, I received an award. It was the Derek Holmes Award. Derek Holmes Award was given to the most outstanding freshman. That was I.
Yeah.
So I received that reward.
Hold up, was we still in your freshman year?
I'm in my freshman year.
I was still in your freshman year. And this for the players that's playing now, that could be playing now in college. So can you talk to the people about the relationship you and your coach had at that time, good or bad?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the first year was really good. The first year was really good because for me, I was doing my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he had very much confidence in me. But again, I had seniors in front of me.
So you know what that is. Pass the ball, get the ball to them.
No, I'm on the bench right now, but I'm coming off about the seventh man again.
Okay.
Igniting the team, Again, you have to get them seniors their rightful spot. Again, then that next year, that was it.
Went off again.
So then you talking about my rapport with my coach. The second year, I'm averaging about 17, 20 a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he recruits this guy named Jimmy Drew. I say, Jimmy Drew, he recruit, which changed the whole dynamics.
Why you say that?
As a matter of fact.
Why change the whole dynamics?
Because he took me off the starting lineup and put me back on the bench. So
even after you averaging 17, 18 points a game? That's crazy.
Let me tell you this. Okay. I mean, let me give you a little. Okay. You want me to give you a little bit from the college scores?
I mean, go ahead. Listen, this
I'm
is
gonna
good
give you
platform right
now. Now look here. We talking about Coppin, right? We talking about articles in the paper, right?
Right.
I ain't making it up, man.
No. Look, and I don't post you. They know you ain't making it up.
Okay. Coppin rips Western 5, 88-68, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then this is how the paper leads off. Andre Miles, you know who that guy is? Andre Miles led the surge that carried Coppin State to an 88-68 victory over New England College last night. Miles, who finished with 20, scored 14 at intermission. Now, I don't know.
You got straight to it. That's first half. Yeah, you got straight to it. See, that's good. And I'm glad you letting us know. Because the point of me saying this to talk to the kids, because a lot of times we'll go away to college. I was a victim of it too. However, you go away to college, because that's a bit of adversity. You know what I'm saying? You giving the ball, then you get the ball took back from you. You know what I mean? A lot of times you can't handle that. A lot of us can't handle it. There's a lot of us that played in my era, probably in your era too, and even to this day, that'll come home. You know what I'm saying? That'll come home. And I try to get people to understand, listen, it's don't give up like that. Don't give up like that. Even if they take the ball from you, you know what I'm saying? You there for a reason. You there for a goal. Your goal is bigger than just this basketball. Now
that's true, but see, now you gotta understand too, Taz, we talking about the young man, okay?
Yeah.
Young man, then you dealing with your peers, right?
Mm-hmm.
These cats might not never been independent. So they're not as strong as they think they are.
Right. It's adversity. Because I went not real quick, and I'm gonna be real fast. Down Georgia State when I signed to go to Georgia State, right? I'm coming out of junior college. So out of junior college, you got 2 years. So I'm not gonna go nowhere where I gotta sit down. However, I know I always had to work for everything. So I ain't expect you to give me nothing. However, it was a whole shit show down there in Georgia State, right? And what the excuses that they told me was, they said, Ted, we ain't gonna start you. We're not gonna start you the first 5 or 6 games. The first 5 or 6 games is the game that we on TV. You know what I'm saying? However, I couldn't understand that. I always started since I played. Ain't a few teams I didn't start my 10th grade year or certain all-star games, stuff like that. But however, that was my first real adversity. So me and Lefty Giselle, I'm talking about like we went, Lefty, why you bring me down here? All that respect. Like it got real ugly in his office. I'm like, why you even bring me down here? Because you're not even gonna stay down here. I left, I ended up leaving, and that's a whole nother story. But that was my whole reason of pointing that out, is how things might be. I know everybody's situation is different.
You know, let me go. Some things I did not mention back in high school was two, and I'm gonna get back to that rapport because was 2 things in high school I mentioned as well. So there was a all metro team, right? It was the it was city schools against Catholic school. There was 2 All-Star games played, which was at Lake Clifton, the first time ever. Of course, you know, city teams beat old Loyola and them guys, them Catholic guys.
Right.
So then this the big was the biggest one was East against West. Right.
Right.
So we got Northwestern, Douglas, Forest Park on this end, and then over there they got City, Dunbar. What else they had? And Emerson. Not Emerson. Emerson was the West Side, but A conference.
Okay.
Right. That game was played at Coppin State College. You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. So
hold on, you starting to fade
now,
a little. Hold on, you starting to fade a little bit. Go back to that. Go back to the area you was at. Yeah.
Okay, let me go back then. Now, if you was talking about competition and East and West, right? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm
you
doing
good now. Yeah, you good now.
So then now this is what my mind said about East and West. Remember now, East supposed to be better than West. So we played that game and we beat East. We beat. There was Loopy Lyles. He went to City.
Yeah.
He said, Chief, you got.
Yeah, he made first team. No, on the second team.
Second team.
Yeah.
He on second team too. But I played them to the. I said, homeboy, I'm not leaving you until the whistle blow. I'll follow you up to the stands if necessary. So he had problems that day. he had a little problem that day. You know, so these guys, and he had wound up going to CCB too. Okay. But so as I was going to mention to you about you asked me about the rapport with my coach. So we had a meeting, right?
Yeah.
Bad mistake I made. I said, man, you can't coach.
And you know they tell you.
You know what he told me?
What?
Say, Miles, you should transfer. I said, I guess you're about right, buddy.
Yeah. But
see, then, as you know, as a jock, man, we were jock. I wasn't thinking on a real. I wasn't thinking college. Or as I went to college, I say, look, I want to pass 12 credits, just 12, so I can play, be eligible. So I played 72, 73 season, 73, 74. I withdraw.
Okay.
But still, we talking basketball, right?
You're right.
So now I'm out there in the streets, you know what I mean? And I saw trouble. I recognized some trouble coming along. So, you know, I say, I got to get out of here. And I went to the military.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, military, I went to Fort Jackson. After Fort Jackson for basic, I went to Korea.
Ooh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So now I'm on the ball with the military. Hey, where the ball at? That's what I asked. Where the ball at?
Yeah.
Hey, because I don't want no duty. I don't want nothing.
Yeah.
And it worked out. So I took my skills again to another level.
Yeah.
I was over Korea. I was not all army, but all posts.
How was that? How was that experience?
Oh man, you know, that experience was very gratifying, I would say, because from being competitive and playing that game and learning, you know, playing that game, being competitive, you're a man on an island by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah.
I ain't take nobody with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was like an independent study. And when it came to the basketball, you from Baltimore. So you know you're gonna, you know what I mean? You gotta make your mark on them cats.
Yeah.
They from all over the place.
Right.
So that experience was very gratifying and rewarding because I had the basic fundamentals for me. I was always independent when I knew what I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know, so that was a very good experience. And then I got an opportunity to play against guys all wherever they come from. New York, New Jersey, Alabama, Philadelphia. It didn't matter.
Now with that experience right there, as far as your thinking, like a lot of times when I say thinking, like before I left Baltimore, then I say my first year out outside of Baltimore, I had a different mentality. I still had that mentality, like which I didn't take, which I didn't leave or anything like that, but we kind of closed in. Like we really ain't trusting nobody. What's this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't
Right.
eat that. This type, like, kind of talk to the people, like if you can remember, like the different things that it kind of open up your mind. It open up your mind.
Well, when you now you want to talk about the experience of going to the military.
Yeah, just
right?
really being out. Yeah, because that's yeah, just being outside of Baltimore.
Oh, what was like survival skills then, man? You on your own. You're on your own, and that like you just said, that protective cover was on you because you don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I don't know what these cats into. I don't know where they come from. I don't know nothing about you.
Right.
So I'm laying back in the cut, observing. You know what I mean? And mostly, since you mentioned that, I was by myself anyway.
Yeah.
I played the game. So I played the game, and certain things I didn't indulge myself with. So I play the game, and I lead the game alone.
Okay.
That was a 13-month bit. that was a 13-month bit, right?
Yeah.
But through that experience, again, it lets you know, it gave you confidence of who you were. Because again, you took that same talent and implemented all the way on the other side, in the other world.
Yeah.
And it was successful because we won. I was most valuable, most valuable player in the league.
Yeah.
We traveled from, like, we was in North Korea. North Korea was like by the DMZ.
Okay.
That's where they was having the war up there. But a war was going on and people didn't realize that. So we'll go down Seoul, Korea. The tournaments was in Seoul, Korea. A whole different atmosphere.
How they act towards you? Like how did they treat you?
Who?
Over there, the Koreans. How was they towards y'all?
You gotta understand, when in Korea, they looking for $1. They ain't gonna treat you just right as long as you spending your money.
Okay.
In Korea, you can get anything made you want. Anything. And the goal was cheap. But they wanted your money. You gotta understand this. We there economic support.
Okay.
The average guy, most guys go over there you got a 13-month bid. You're gonna be there for 13 months.
Okay.
So now you gotta maneuver, as an individual, you gotta maneuver your way around because you gotta learn the culture. You gotta know what to do and what not to do. You don't want to get involved in certain activities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the stuff they had over there was pure. It wasn't no joke, it was pure.
Right.
But through that experience, again, the team was explosives, and I won the most valuable player over there, and then I was on the All-Star team, and man, hey, look,
you put it down everywhere you went. You put it down.
Oh man, you know what you have? I'm gonna tell you this. You have made me realize a lot of things today, right? I went back here to my trophy. I got a little bit of trophies back there.
Yeah.
I say, God damn. Look, these trophies, I mean,
yeah,
I'm talking about ever since 1967.
Yeah.
Until I quit in 52. That was like, 16 years ago. One every year. I'm talking about Cloverdale.
Yeah.
I'm talking about whatever.
Talk to.
You know, Cloverdale, Madison, they had a league I used to work down there, General Motors. Had a league at Clifton. Took the most valuable player over there. Then we had another police league. We won that too. So, you know, I mean,
now,
God.
They'll talk about, all right. Some of the guys you rent with during the summer. They don't have to be from Northwestern, but just because y'all, it was rich at that time. Even though a lot of times y'all ain't give it up to each other. But I know, like, or better yet, the guys that stuck out to you, that stuck out, and the place, like the environments, like Cloverdale. Tell us people about, because when
Oh
we
my
played over
God.
Cloverdale, I'm talking about
Yeah,
people everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you understand the experience,
yeah.
right?
But
So
I want people to tell your experience from over there.
I mean, from over there, you're against the best of the best.
Yeah,
And you got the lights on you. You shining the lights. All right. And you want this respect that you want to get from whoever you playing against
yeah,
and whoever you with.
yeah,
So it was like, here we go again. We
yeah,
lacing up. It's
yeah,
lacing up, it's on. And you got guys who's all this and all that, and Leon Love, Joy, what my man name? Timmy Green. Man, you got some stars that's playing in there. If you didn't play in two places in Baltimore, you couldn't play. This will let you know two places too. That was Cloverdale and Madison.
yeah.
That was the hottest spot in Baltimore in my time.
Man, Madison was always that's where Midnight Madison was at. You know what I'm saying? Craig Cromwell. So that was always for me the number one. And I used to like the Cage too. I ain't gonna lie, I like the Cage. I like Cloverdale too, but I only like Cloverdale we playing at nighttime. Because when the lights on, you got everybody, they bet money.
Yeah.
Weed smell everywhere. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The girls out. Yeah.
everybody's out. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's out, you know.
It was like a party, you know.
Yeah.
But the experience was tremendous, man. You know, that kind of atmosphere makes you feel like, you know, you belong.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though what I found out, it's not like they come up until you say, boy, you was all right in your day. Nah. You know what I mean? They want to hold back that. Even though they might be talking to his homeboy in the corner, but they won't give you what your due props is.
And see, that's what I try to tell people. That's what this platform for. I mean, what this platform is for. Give people their roses while they're here. You know what I'm saying? We got a stigma in this town. That we super hard. Even down, and it's competitive. I get it. But we'll give each other the credit, but we'll do it without our homeboys. Like, come on, man. The facts is the facts. You know what I'm saying? And right now, come on. Like, everybody that went through some things and we still here today to talk about it. We more so like, we're a fraternity. It's like we
really?
Yeah, it's a fraternity.
It is a fraternity. And this guy named Timmy Green used to give a picnic out at Woodlawn every year until the pandemic come. And that's where all the old timers come and fellowship.
I heard about it. Matter of fact, the last time Kevin Simpson, he was like, man, come on up here. But I ain't find out about it prior to like a couple hours until it was about to be over. So I'm definitely gonna get up there when all this said and done and over with, and everybody, yeah, definitely gonna do that.
The organization was called Baltimore One.
Baltimore One.
Timmy Green was involved in that and getting everybody would just come out, didn't cost you nothing, and just enjoy themselves. And they be telling their lies or whatever they want to tell. It's all in the unit again. But then you say, yeah, well, I bust your ass the other day, but you don't want to tell nobody. All right.
Yeah. Don't want to say nothing at all.
And then the nigga say, a guy told me, his name was Maurice Baker, he said, geez, you ran by me. That 50 years later, he gonna tell me. I ain't enough time. I knew I ran by you when I ran by you.
But see, the funny, the cool thing about that, don't nobody forget.
No.
Don't nobody forget. Like every day, that I got a messenger on Facebook, and it's probably about 10 or 12 of us. But the cool thing about it, we just don't talk basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be. We could talk women, complain. Yeah, we give each other ear to like you know what I mean? Like we older now. You know what I'm saying? We all got kids, and some of us got grandkids now. So you know how that go. So
yeah. But talk breast to breast, man, is that we should just like you say. Let me piggyback on that. As far as you gotta give people respect while they're here. You know what I mean? Don't come to the funeral and tell me how good this person was or how good. Tell them now. Let them know that he was whoever at the time.
Right.
You know, and that's my belief. Don't wait till I'm dead. You want to tell me how good I was. Nigga, come on, please don't do that.
Yeah, be genuine.
Because so many years you are wondering, you know what I mean? It's like, God, then hold up.
Yeah.
See, you wondering, damn, was I or was I not? But see what you did to me, for me, in doing this interview and doing what I wanted was doing my preparation. And I looked at them, I said, God, hold it. Oh man, hold.
Yeah.
See, it's not, and I wasn't never, and as I shared with you, I'm sharing with your audience, I don't like talking about myself.
Right.
I don't like that. That's not who I am.
Right. At
See,
all.
No, at all. Even when I'm with a girl, they don't, nope. If you ain't never seen me, you don't know me.
Yeah.
All right. If you ain't never seen me, I will never mention, I'm A, B, C. Man, baby, no, I ain't.
Yeah.
No, take me as I am.
Man, hold up, before we get up off of here though, right? Because I'm gonna let the people know, like this not the last time you're gonna see Mr. Miles. It's not the last time you can see Mr. Miles or his brother Tyree. Now, I ain't gonna get on your nerves too much, but like I said, he had a conversation with me on Saturday. I ain't gonna get into it with y'all right now, but I need y'all to just stay tuned. And I'm pretty sure men and some women probably need to hear this. You know what I mean? It's just a conversation that sometimes we need to be had. Now, Mr. Miles, I'm gonna let you take us up out of here. You go ahead and talk. Whatever you got the last say. You got the last word.
Well, I greatly appreciate. First of all, I greatly appreciate you for giving me this opportunity to speak to whomever may be listening, and that my message is appreciate each other while we're here. Black man, understand that you're not going by yourself. Understand that you can talk to somebody and not hold everything within, because that's very toxic. So for Black men, stand up as men, please. That's what I have in this conversation. Now, again, Taz, I greatly appreciate you allowing me to share my experience.
And thank you. Coming live from Taz TV, and we out.